Day 27. I completely missed it. Yesterday was 10%, day 26 of 260. And so for everyone who's been with us from the start, it is so cool that we're on this adventure together. You're still here with us. And for those who've joined along the way, we love having you on board this incredible journey, this adventure that we are pursuing for the rest of this year. Matthew chapter 27, Jesus is now brought before the Romans. Pilate is the governor of Jerusalem, the Roman appointed governor, appointed by the emperor himself, most likely. And he cannot sentence someone to death for blasphemy. So Jesus was accused of blasphemy at the Jewish council, and now they bring him to the Roman governor, and he suddenly, the charge changes, becomes one of sedition. He said he's the king, and they're sort of pitting him against Caesar. And Pilate realizes there's nothing to the story, but he can't afford politically another uproar and another riot. And so he gives him over to the people, and they decide to crucify him. Crucifixion was the cruelest way of execution known in the Roman Empire. They crucified thousands of people, and it was really a horrific way of dying. You'd eventually die by suffocation because your body just didn't have the strength to lift yourself up against the nails to breathe anymore. And as Jesus dies, but actually before he dies, while he's being crucified, this darkness descends. It couldn't have been an eclipse. So for 3 hours, there was darkness. And we know that Passover is always either a full moon or very close to a full moon. And a solar eclipse requires a new moon. So it couldn't have been a solar eclipse. This was a supernatural moment. There's this big earthquake. And as there's this earthquake, the tombs that were sealed, they're opened. And in the temple, there's this big curtain that hung about 20 meters high, 10 meters wide, separating the presence of God from the people. And the curtain is torn. And in the moment that Jesus dies, we have access back into God's presence. A rich man, Joseph, comes and he buries Jesus. And remember a couple of chapters ago, we saw that rich man can be saved. It's hard, but with God, everything is possible. Here's a great example of one of them. And Jesus is put in a tomb, and this tomb is sealed. 3 times the Bible says at the end of this chapter, it was secured. And the tomb is secured so that and placed under God, so no one can come and steal Jesus' body to perpetuate a hoax that he raised from the grave.